kingdom of Israel for 40 years. King David lies on his deathbed. His wicked son Adonijah conspires to become the next king. But David's wife Bathsheba reminds David of the promise to have their son Solomon succeed him as king. In a burst of heavenly strength, David sits up and clearly instructs Nathan the prophet to take Solomon to Gihon and anoint him as king. Then, foreshadowing Jesus' own triumphal entry, Solomon rides the king's mule down the Kidron Valley and into Jerusalem, accompanied by blasting trumpets and people shouting, "God save King Solomon!" But young Solomon doesn't exactly have years of wisdom behind him, so how is he to run his father's great kingdom? Imagine you could have whatever you wanted. Whoa, what would you ask for? Eternal youth? $1 million? For that annoying bully at school to finally get what's coming to him? Well, soon after Solomon is made king, he finds himself in this exact situation. But he asks for something a bit different. You have made me, your servant, a king. But I am like a little child. I have no idea what I'm doing. Please give me an understanding heart so that I can govern your people and help me to distinguish between right and wrong. That's a pretty awesome request, and God thinks so too. Because you have asked for this, I will give you a wise and discerning heart, and I will give you what you didn't ask for, riches and honor and long life. There will not be another king like you. This is a great example for us. Do we sometimes treat God like he's running a celestial vending machine, only there to give us whatever we want? Well, while God is eager to bless us, it's good to try looking outward and upward instead of inward, and ask God how we can be a better tool in His hands to serve others. And later, everyone gets to see Solomon's new God-given wisdom when he's approached by two women who both claim to be the mother of a super cute baby. To mediate the situation, Solomon offers to be a babysitter. Baby splitter. Wait, what? That doesn't seem very wise. But his bluff successfully reveals which woman is the real mom, as she would rather give her baby away than to see it killed. Okay, actually that was pretty wise. Watch the full story in Living Scripture's epic video, Solomon. Solomon reigns in righteousness and forms alliances, establishes trade routes, improves infrastructure, and strengthens his military, giving Israel an unprecedented era of wealth, safety, and peace. But his greatest achievement is the building of God's permanent temple. No expense is spared as he hires the best craftsmen and imports the best materials to build it. The gold alone would be worth billions and billions today. And word of Solomon's greatness spreads like wildfire, not just in Israel, but throughout the Middle East and Africa. Kings and queens visit Israel to see if the rumors are true about Solomon's wealth and wisdom. Wow, things are going really great for Solomon. Oh, wait, Solomon? Solomon? What are you doing? Solomon? Oh, dear. Things start to go south when Solomon builds himself a new palace complex, making it much larger and fancier than God's temple. He places heavy taxes on his people and even requires their time to fund his new extravagant lifestyle. He also gets married. A lot. In these ancient times, it's a common practice for kings to make peace treaties with other countries by entering political marriages. Multiple alliances, multiple wives. The problem for Solomon is what each of these ladies bring with them. Different religions from their different countries. That means lots of false idolatry, and in some cases, lots of really horrible sins. God warned Solomon to not let them turn his heart away. But Solomon doesn't listen. Good thing I built such a big house. Solomon gives in to pagan pressure and goes all in, building places of worship for all of their false gods, something that will plague Israel for centuries to come. How could this happen? After all the good Solomon did, what went wrong? Well, in the end, Solomon failed to endure to the end. He let the success and prosperity God blessed him with to go to his head and allowed worldliness to creep into his life until he's completely tossed around by the wind. And it could happen to us. Solomon was the wisest of the world's kings, so no matter how smart we think we are, we need to be careful. If we let worldliness take root, it will consume our time, our attention, and our hearts. Only by doing the truly wise thing, keeping God at the center of our lives, can we really be free to enjoy His blessings. Now, for his disobedience, God tells Solomon that Israel is in for some rough times. Like really, really rough times. After Solomon's death, the people continued to suffer under the rule of his son, Rehoboam, until an old frenemy of Solomon's, Jeroboam, steps in, and 10 out of the 12 tribes of Israel rebel. 10 out of 12 would not recommend. The kingdom of Israel is torn in two. Is there any hope for the Israelites? Will the people reject the false gods? Will they get a king who chooses to worship the true God and stick with it? Keep watching to find out.